Hi guys, it's Kirsty here, and thanks for tuning into my channel Crypto Flamingo. So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a company called aQuest. So aQuest are based in Slovenia, which is in Central Europe, which you can see on the little map here. Now, it's registered as a subsidiary of a company called Enkronos. Now, an eerie thing about this is the fact that Enkronos actually completed an ICO in November of last year, November 2018. And the Enkronos company, abbreviated to ENK, are classed as a digital consultancy. So they deal in the creation of smart contracts, decentralized applications, and the building of ICOs and minimum viable products. So out with Enkronos itself, its subsidiary, which we're discussing, aQuest, what do they do? So if you have a look at this little diagram here, I've tried to sort of graphically display it to make it a little bit easier. It looks like, based on them quoting about market reach in America, the UK and Europe, that's potentially where their target market's going to be. And their target market are going to be acting as social media marketers on their behalf. So they're going to be using existing applications which they're signed up to, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. And if they carry out activities like surveys, likes, airdrops, just general interaction, then they'll be rewarded with the AQU token. This is an ERC20 token, meaning that it's built on the Ethereum chain. And what they're going to be doing is aQuest will track your data. So they're going to look at what you're physically doing, what are your marketing analytics, and then they're going to sell that data. So essentially, like, you're being rewarded for supplying information about you as a person, your behavior, and then you'll be rewarded in return for supplying that information in the AQU token. You then have a few options on what you can do with those tokens. You can either hold them, and if you hold those tokens, aQuest is going to reward you for loyalty by multiplying the quantity that you have. Now, they haven't said by which value, like is it going to times by 2, by 3, I don't know. They're just saying that if you're loyal to us and you respect the value of our token, then we will give you more for doing so. Alternatively, you can use them in the platform for purchases. So I think that's going to be more related to businesses as opposed to people, because businesses need to buy the AQU token and then they can use it in the platform to buy marketing analytics for their specific segment or target customer base. I think customers are more likely to either hold them and achieve more, or they're likely to convert them to an alternative currency and then utilize that, or convert them back to fiat. Total, they are going to have 200 million AQU tokens available. And currently they are selling 72 million directly to the public. So that's 36% of the overall token allocation is being sold to the public. So on the next chart here, you can see where the general allocations are going. So as we've discussed, there's going to be 72 million sold directly to the public. That's the 36%. And then just shy of that, 34% is going to be locked into the business itself, with the rest being split between the team, founders, etc. So the spending allocation of the 34%, which has been locked to the company, we can see in more detail what that's actually going to be used for. Now, the key bits I want to display here are the 30% for advertising and PR, the 25% for development, and the 20% for integration. Now, when you look on the white paper at page 15, this is white paper version 1.0, you can see that these tasks are kind of the same thing. So if you have a look, the advertising and marketing states to enter different international markets, the development states dedicated to the expansion of new application and business segments, and the integration is worldwide integration. So rather than specifying that these are actually all marketing tasks, they've tried to differentiate it in more detail. And I think by doing that, it might be a little bit sneaky because it falsifies that they're going to be doing more stuff with it than they truly are. I mean, yeah, they are all important tasks, but to state that they're three separate things, I don't think it's very clearly segmented. So next, the roadmap. You can see currently we are in April 2019, which means the ICO public sale is due to end just shortly, with the wallet development coming thereafter. This is a touching point. I think it's a bit weird that they're doing their own wallet anyway when there's so many good ones out at the moment, but that's a different topic. So the unique selling point of this product. I don't think there are any truly unique selling points. In reality, I think that this is a very replicable product, and that if someone wanted to, they could do it again. Now, the reason I say this is because that the marketing and analytic platform is very well trialed and tested. There's so many companies that do this by gathering data and then selling it on at profit. Even if you look at things like Facebook, Twitter, existing social media platforms, that is what they do. That's how they make money. Generally, the expression is, if a platform is free to use, then the product is you. So the target market, as we stated previously, I assume that it's the UK, America and EU, based on the justification quotes that they put within the white paper. And they've also stated that it's going to be the freelance and gig economy, meaning that it's not people who are looking for full-time work, it's people who are looking for a secondary revenue stream that they can do either from home out of hours or from a remote location. The marketing strategy has actually been omitted from this paper. So although we've assumed who the target market are, they haven't given any information on how they're actually going to reach them, nor have they given any information on where they expect to grow to. So America, UK and Europe are three massive regional areas to try to target. And the cultural differences between each of the jurisdictions within these platforms are massive. So like to say, for example, in Europe, you've got like Eastern Europe, the cultural difference between them and America is going to be ginormous. So yeah, I think they need to target in a little bit more exactly where they're going to be starting initially and then where they expect to grow thereafter. So the operational process, there's a chart here. It's a bit detailed, so we'll try and just go through it. I have color-coded it so that you can see the ones in red are the things that aQuest are going to be doing. The ones in orange are the things that a company who gets involved are going to be doing. And the things in blue are the things that a user is going to be doing. And then anything which is colorless is going to be automated via the ERC20 smart contract protocols. So you can see here that generally speaking, the token will be created, made available, company will buy it, and then they'll use it in the platform to buy specific market set analytics. Then the customers are going to sign up into the platform. They're going to link their social media accounts. They're going to carry out the marketing analytics for the company, whether that be liking, doing surveys, retweeting stuff, any of these general user interactions. And then they're going to be rewarded in tokens for the contribution. And then, as we discussed previously, they can decide if they want to hold them to attain more tokens or if they want to convert them into an alternative currency or fiat. So sales and commercial, how does the company make money over time? And is it going to be sustainable? So in terms of the solution, we've already said that it's doing something which we know works. We know that there's lots of companies out there who already harvest the interactions that you make on social media, websites, etc., and then monetize that by sending it to other companies based on you being a specific target segment. So we know that it's got a likelihood it could be successful. So just going through the detail, incoming, you can see there's going to be the monies via the ICO. They're also going to have companies who are paying to upload content to get responses. So like if they have a specific survey that they want an answer to, they can put it on this platform as opposed to Upwork, Fiverr, or any other survey platform. And they can also pay to get the specific marketing analytics for a target market. So for example, if you are going to design a new handbag and you want to target people between 18 and 30, then you can put on their website, I want women, I want 18 to 30, I want to sell it in London, so I want the UK marketing analytics, and their system will automatically filter through what they have available and provide you the exact customer segment that you require as a marketing product. So the outgoing costs, we know that there's going to be ongoing costs related to the domain and hosting services. And then there'll also be any resource costs, i.e. wages and overheads for like factories or wherever these people are going to be located, assuming they're going to be in a fixed location and not remote working gig economy. And then also there's going to be the marketing activities. So as we've stated already, we know that the solution that they're trying to do is proven to be successful. However, they haven't actually defined clearly who they're going to target, out with them being in the UK, US and EU, nor how they're actually going to get them. So if it's using social media primarily to gain marketing analytics, then you could assume that it's going to be people of a lower age bracket, perhaps between maybe 18 and 35. But they haven't said how they're going to get them. So yeah, there needs to be a little bit more work on that generally. Overall though, it does seem like they do have the ability to be sustainable over time, assuming they get a good marketing team on board and they just do it properly. So general thoughts. We discussed the fact that the parent firm of this is Enkronos. So Enkronos went through an ICO last November and raised 12.6 million. So why are they doing another ICO in April for a subsidiary of that company, which is doing a very similar product? Why couldn't they have allocated some of that 12.6 million to this product? Like 12.6 million is a hell of a lot of money. What did they do with it? How couldn't they have put some towards this? I just think that's a bit of a red flag for me personally. Next, you got within the white paper, they've made a statement that the aQuest token is not to be accepted as a form of payment. However, they're using it as a means to subsidize participation in marketing analytics, i.e. it is a form of payment, it's a reward. So that's a contradictory statement. I feel like they've put it in just so that, I don't even know why, maybe it's some sort of evasion of something. They're saying, oh, we're not dealing with actual monetary gain and therefore we don't need to consider taxation stuff, or I know that's a bold claim, but there might be some sort of weird thing like that going in. They also made a comment in the white paper that because they're in Slovenia and they're registered to Switzerland, they don't need to do KYC and AML. However, they will consider doing this in the future if needs be, which again is a bit weird. And then finally, we touched on the fact that the token allocation is actually for international growth, but they haven't provided any growth strategy. So how can you know how much money you need when you don't know what you're going to do? I just think that's really weird. So overall positives and negatives based on this platform. So positives would be that it's a proven product. We know that this can work in industry because there's lots of people already do this. However, the fact that there's lots of people that do it means it's not unique. It doesn't have the ability to not be replicated. They also need to be very careful about ethical and moral implications. So if you're harvesting data from anybody who interacts with your platform, are they savvy enough to know what information you're taking and also who it's being sold to and why? You need to be careful that that doesn't impact any sort of moral and ethical groundings of any of the people that you either have A, signed up to your platform, or B, that you're supplying that information to. Also, you need to be aware that the security protocols behind your platform are very strict, meaning that if I am going to sign up to your platform and I need to link all of my social media accounts, i.e. my Twitter, my Facebook, my Insta, whatever I'm signed up on, and then you're going to harvest data based on my user interactions in these platforms, potentially your platform could be a single point of weakness for someone who wanted to hack my accounts. So if they got into your website, they would then have access to every social media platform that I use. And again, that's just something to be wary of. I'm not technical, so I could be wrong, but that's my assumption that it would be a point of risk. Again, the whole point of it having a parent firm, Enkronos, who raised 12.6 million, is a bit dodgy. So finally, my summary view on this. So the solution, I've given it a good green because it is a real product in that it's been proven to work across marketing generally. So, it's a working business model. Target market, growth and marketing, I feel are a bit crap. They really need to do a bit more work on that. All they've done is pull out some quotes based on EU, UK and US figures. But whether that's actually where they're going to work, it's unclear. The operations, so there is a bit of detail on how they're actually going to use this product in integration and development and like how they're actually going to make it run. But I'd like to see a little bit more detail still. And sales and marketing, assuming that they find a market, assuming they've got a good marketing team behind them who can implement unique, interesting, innovative ways to get people to interact with it, it could succeed. But again, there's no detail on how they're actually going to do this. We're just assuming that they have the capabilities and their current resources to achieve this. So again, more work's needed on that. So yeah, that's my overall view of aQuest. And I hope it's been useful. And if you're interested, please leave me some comments or subscribe to my channel or any of these things. Okay, thanks very much, guys. Bye.